Sonny Liston was an American professional boxer who competed from 1953 to 1970. Born May 8, 1932, Sand Slough, Arkansas. Died December 30, 1970, age 38 years, Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. Weight, 99 kilograms. Martial art, boxing. Spouse, Geraldine Seethel, M. 1957 to 1970. Height, 1.85 meters. Parents, Helen Baskin, Tobe Liston. Sonny Liston net worth $82 million. Early life. Family. Charles Sonny Liston was born circa 1930 into a sharecropping family that farmed the poor land of Moorledge Plantation near Johnson Township, St. Francis County, Arkansas. His father, Tobe Liston, was in his mid-40s when he and his wife, Helen Baskin, who was almost 30 years younger than Tobe, moved to Arkansas from Mississippi in 1916. Helen had one child before she married Tobe, and Tobe had 13 children with his first wife. Tobe and Helen had 12 children together. Sonny was the second youngest child. Date of birth. There is no official record of Liston's birth as his family's home state of Arkansas did not make birth certificates mandatory until 1965. His family, but not Charles or Sonny Liston, can be found in the 1930 census, and in the 1940 census he was listed as 10 years old. It has been suggested Liston himself may not have known what year he was born, as he was not precise on the matter. Liston believed his date of birth to be May 8, 1932, and used this for official purposes, but by the time he won the world title an aged appearance added credence to rumors that he was actually several years older. One writer concluded that Liston's most plausible date of birth was July 22, 1930, citing census records and statements from his mother during her lifetime. Amateur career. After Liston was released from prison on October 31, 1952, he had a brief amateur career that spanned less than a year. Liston captured the Chicago Golden Gloves Tournament of Champions on March 6, 1953, with a victory over 1952 Olympic heavyweight champion Ed Sanders. He then outpointed Julius Griffin, winner of the New York Golden Gloves Tournament of Champions, to capture the Intercity Golden Gloves Championship on March 26, representing Chicago. Liston was knocked down in the first round, but came back to control the next two rounds and had Griffin hanging on at the end. Liston competed in the 1953 United States National Championships at Boston Garden and passed the preliminaries, stopping Lou Graff in the second round on April 13, but lost in the quarterfinals to 17-year-old Jimmy McCarter on April 15. He would later employ McCarter as a sparring partner. On June 23, 1953, a team consisting of 10 recent St. Louis Golden Gloves champions of all weight classes, with Liston on top as the heavyweight, was gathered to represent the United States in an International Golden Gloves, USA vs. West Europe, competition at Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis. Liston knocked out Hermann Schriebauer of West Germany at 2:16 of the first round. The previous month, Schriebauer had won a bronze medal in the European Championships. At this time, the head coach of the St. Louis Golden Gloves team, Tony Anderson, stated that Liston was the strongest fighter he had seen. Personal life. Liston married Geraldine Chambers in St. Louis, Missouri, on September 3, 1957. Geraldine had a daughter from a previous marriage, and the Listons subsequently adopted a boy from Sweden. Liston biographer Paul Gallender claims that Liston fathered several children, though none with his wife. Geraldine remembered her husband as great with me, great with the kids. He was a gentle man. Although largely illiterate through lack of schooling, though not enumerate, Liston was a more complex and interesting individual than has often been acknowledged. Former light heavyweight champion Jose Torres said, "I have never met an athlete in baseball, basketball or football who is smarter, more intelligent than Sonny Liston." Death. Liston was found dead by his wife, Geraldine, in their Las Vegas home on January 5, 1971. On returning home from a 2-week trip, Geraldine had smelled a foul odor emanating from the main bedroom and on entering saw him slumped up against the bed, a broken footbench on the floor. Authorities theorized that he was undressing for bed when he fell over backward with such force that he broke the rail of the bench. Geraldine called Liston's attorney and his doctor, but did not notify the police until 2 to 3 hours later. Following an investigation, Las Vegas police concluded there were no signs of foul play and declared Liston's death a heroin overdose. It was common knowledge that Sonny was a heroin addict, said Sergeant Caputo, one of the investigating police officers. The whole department knew about it. The date of death listed on his death certificate is December 30, 1970, which police estimated by judging the number of milk bottles and newspapers around the front door of the property. Coroner Mark Herman said traces of heroin byproducts were found in Liston's system, but not in amounts large enough to have caused his death. Also, scar tissue, possibly from needle marks, was found in the bend of Liston's left elbow. The toxicology report said his body was too decomposed for the tests to be conclusive. Officially, Liston died of lung congestion and heart failure. He had been suffering from hardening of the heart muscle and lung disease before his death. Liston had been hospitalized in early December, complaining of chest pains. Liston was buried at Paradise Memorial Gardens in Las Vegas, Nevada. The grave's marker plate bears the dedication, "A man."